boys and girls, welcome back to another video. For today, I'm going to be counting down my top 20 favorite SpongeBob games. This, guys, will also be including, guys, the PC versions and mods as well. Of SpongeBob games. You guys are doing this for a hype up to a possible Battle for Bikini Bottom sequel that may be announced next week on Friday. So guys, I think we're going to be looking forward to, but let's count down the list. At number 20, we have Boating Bash. Okay, so Boating Bash, I've actually never played it or watched it, and yeah, so I don't really have that much to say about it. I gave the game a 0 out of 10. Okay, so my next game at number 19 will be Battle for Bikini Bottom Second Strike. Battle for Bikini Bottom Second Strike follows the exact same plot of the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, but it makes the game difficulty a lot more difficult. It adds a lot of more robots in there. Also adds remix soundtracks for Poseidon Industrial Park and the Bucket Lab. And yeah, it adds a lot of robots. It makes this like almost like Battle for Bikini Bottom hardcore mode and super ultra hard mode here. With this, they added a lot of robots, even making areas like Squidward's house and Patrick's house two of some of the easiest parts in the game. Very difficult. But hey, at least they did add in Patrick's scrap train. They reincorporated that. One of the only mods to actually do that besides Mix. But yeah, I gave this review of the game a 1 out of 10. It's too difficult. The music is mostly good throughout most of the game. Besides the I don't really like the remix tracks. I always like the original a lot better than the remixes. But yeah, move on to number 18, which is Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Revenge of the Flying Dutchman was a game I ended up actually for both Battle for Bikini Bottom Second Strike and Boating Bash. I've never played, but I have played Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. And what I can tell you, this game was not so good. First off, the models of this game of all the characters were not the best. The models were just not the best. Not the best. I have to argue that Hero Pants and Plankton's Robotic Revenge had better models than this before in the past. We got Clancy Brown in this game at least, but overall the game was really difficult. The controls were a pain. And that's why I've never had a difficulty. And when I've played video games before, I've never had the difficulty of the controls. But the controls in this game were really bad. It made it hard for me to traverse through places. I've never actually beaten the game. That may be a little hint for next year. Next year I may play this game on my channel. And that's pretty good music. But yeah, this game was just really tough. I could never beat it. I never had to face glitches in the game, but this game was just hard. I could only make it to one of the sections in Jellyfish Fields until I decided to quit. So now we're going to move on to number 17, which is Creature from the Frosty Crab. Also, I forgot to mention that Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. I give that game out of a review. I give it a 2 out of 10. Okay, so next up we have Creature from the Frosty Crab, which is at my number 17 spot. Creature from the Frosty Crab, I've never played this game. Maybe I can get it for Christmas this year, but I've never played it. Game was just, okay. I mean, I never really watched the full thing of this. The only really things of Creature from the Frosty Crab that I've actually watched was from Writer's DX's video that he made on this game a little over a year ago. But yeah, that will be my 17th spot on the list. Also, I'm going to finish off number 17, where I'm going to say order number 17. Arnie. Number 16, we have Atlantis Squarepants. Another game made by Blitz Games. This game was okay. I mean, I liked it better than the Frosty Crab more because of the fact that it's based on the episode. Actually, guys, when it came to Untitled Chapter as the episode, as a special, I actually liked it. I actually liked it. I think it was pretty good. I love the patchy segments were still pretty good. I actually love that episode. I don't know why people say it's forgotten and not so good. I think that was actually a pretty good special. The game was okay. I mean, it is repetitive in some sections. The main footage I've actually watched of this game was mainly through Writers DX's one video he made. Hey, that's where I've seen most of this gameplay from. Yeah, let's move on and on. And also for Untitled Chapter, I give this game a 4 out of 10 for sure. Okay, so now we're going to go on to number 15 on the list, which is Battle for Bikini Bottom on PC. Battle for Bikini Bottom on PC was probably one of my least favorite of the PC games, including Nighty Nightmare and Operation Krabby Patty. This one was my least favorite of the quad trilogy of PC games of SpongeBob. I just feel like this game really missed opportunity. We could have had Battle for Bikini Bottom on PC, could have been the best. It could have gone really well and be just as good as the console versions. Imagine with a point-and-click adventure of SpongeBob going through all the levels, but we didn't get that. We just got levels with just a bunch of mini games. The cutscenes were especially in the big main cutscenes. I'm mainly talking about the first cutscene of the game and then the last cutscene. This cutscenes, the models are kind of bad, kind of exactly the same as an Employee of the Month. And there was just a lot of mini games, and it kind of lacked the other 3 PC games that SpongeBob did, both Employee of the Month, Movie Game, and Lights Camera Pants PC, is missing the point-and-click adventure, wandering around, talking to characters, picking up and grabbing objects and returning them, and just wandering all around the world. On the Bikini Bottom, they kind of lacked that. This game would have been really good. They could have done what Lights Camera Pants did, was add in a few mini games here and there. But it would be amazing. And also, most of the cast that was in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom were gone. The only cast we had were the Talking Fish Head announcer, SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, Plankton. I think Karen was seen in the background, Gary, Mermaid Man, and Barnacle Boy. As we were missing some of the cast, like the Flying Dutchman, Bubble Bunny, Mrs. Puff, Larry, King Neptune, the movie, the guy who stood at the movie station, the movie theater. Those people were all gone. They weren't in the game. I would have loved it. Only 5 out of the 13 levels were actually in this game, which were Downtown, Myrtle Lair, Kelp Forest, the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard, and the Chumbuck Lab. Meanwhile, Bikini Bottom, Jellyfish Fields, Goo Lagoon, Poseidon, Rock Bottom, Sand Mountain, Industrial Park, SpongeBob's Dream were all missing, and that would have been cool if we were to wander around all the exact same worlds that we saw in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom in a PC format. That would be cool to wander around all these sections. It would have been really cool. But they kind of missed on that opportunity. I'm going to give this game a 4.5 out of 10. And we're going to move on into the next one. The next on our list will be Lights, Camera, Pants. Now, I've never played this, but I have seen the Mermaid Man movie, but the game was okay. The models were just kind of mixy for me with the models. I think the worst model in the game was by far the Dirty Bubble. I mean, he didn't look as brown. He almost looked like the clean Bubble from that one episode, The Dirty Bubble Returns. The models were just okay in the game. The mini games were okay. I haven't really watched many of the mini games. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy movie was cool, but for this game, I'll have to give it only a 5 out of 10. I've actually never played this game before. But the next one on the list is Lights, Camera, Pants PC. Now, I have watched the entirety of this game. I watched it earlier this year, back in May. And when I watched the PC game, it was pretty good. Some of the mini games lagged on for too long, but I really did like it. I liked looking. I liked going through all the sections of Bikini Bottom. There's so many explorable worlds, such as Shady Shoals Rest Home, the Mermalair, the Frosty Crab, the Neptune Spatula Place, like the Fry Cook Museum, the Jellyfish Convention, Jellyfish Fields, the Prehistoric Lands, Goo Lagoon, Weenie Hut Juniors, the Salty Spittoon, Mrs. Puff's Boating School, Sandy's Tree Dome, Squidville, the movie theater. There was also the Chumbucket. There was also the Chumbucket, Kelp Forest, and the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman ship, and that was mainly it. Those were mainly all the levels. And I saw it as really good. I really did like the point-and-click adventure. The puzzles were a bit more difficult than what we saw in Employee of the Month and in the movie game PC, with finding all the locations at, especially in I think it's northern Bikini Bottom, where the Jellyfish Fields is at. I think that's the place. But overall, this game was pretty good. Now let's get some of the other PC games, but I have to give this a 5.5 out of 10. Next up on our list, we have Battle for Bikini Bottom Knicks. I remember, guys, that this was the first mod I really hyped myself up for. This game was really good. This is a really good game. When I saw it be played through, and I watched the Gamer Boy play this, and I've seen trailers, but this game was actually was pretty good. It's pretty good. But obviously not as good as the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, but it did a really good job of, Skywise did a good job of recreating all the worlds of Battle for Bikini Bottom and just redoing them with a mixed soundtrack. Also did like how they did add in almost like a little mini boss for Man-Ray. Patrick's Scrap Dream was kind of reincorporated. There were some references to the show in Patrick's Dream as well. There's a lot of cool stuff in that game. Mr. Krabs spatulas were not annoying, and they were really cheap compared to Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated when it did not have the patch. Non cost $2,000 and they did something cool instead of getting a spatula you could warp to a location. I found it to be really cool. It just did really, I just saw it as it did really good, and also took BFBB's mechanics and take them to a more level, like bouncing off springboards will make you go higher so you can reach collectibles. It did really like the use of SpongeBob, but the other thing I didn't really like about this game is they did exclude the ARF and ARF dog robots. But yeah, for this game I have to give it a 6 out of 10. And alrighty. Next up on our list is SpongeBob Squarepants Truth or Square. As you guys can probably remember, if you guys were legends on the channel, we remember that we played through this game nearly 2 months ago. We played this game and it was pretty fun. Pretty fun when we played the game. I had fun playing this game, but I did find it a bit difficult, especially. I found it mainly difficult when doing the when you had to backtrack for all the tiki challenges and to get the happiness objects. Those were pretty difficult. It's had a lot of fun time playing this game, especially on the channel. So it is a pretty good game. I'll have to give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's pretty good here, but I do say it was kind of lacking in opportunity in some ways. It wasn't as open world as Battle for Bikini Bottom or the movie game, but still it was pretty good. Next up on our list, I think we're now in the top 10 if I'm not mistaken, is the movie game PC. Now this is the first PC SpongeBob game that I've actually ever played. I played this game back in 2017, And I had a lot of fun playing it. It's second best PC game of SpongeBob by far. And it was a nice way to kind of point and click adventure through the movie. It did a really good job of all the point and click adventures. It was really good, like Employee of the Month was and how you're pointing and clicking through the world of the movie. You're going and finding objects and returning it to characters. The only thing that this game really fell in, and how this game really fell in, is that it kind of just went downhill when chapter 4 through 6 is it wasn't as movie accurate. The movie game from console versions, that was pretty movie accurate, but this just kind of fell. This kind of fell from chapters 4 through 6, not being movie accurate. But it was still pretty good movie accurate from chapters 1 through 3, and chapters 7 and 8. This game was really good. I had a lot of fun time playing it. I will definitely, guys, be playing this for you guys next year at some point. Next up on our list, also guys, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. 10 in my opinion. Next up, we have Employee of the Month. This is the best PC game of SpongeBob that was ever played. I've played it a couple of times, and don't you worry, next year you will be seeing this. Probably more around the summertime, but you will see this game get played on the channel. I had a lot of fun time when playing through this game. This game was really fun. I really did like it, doing pointing, clicking, adventuring through Bikini Bottom. I really did like all the dialogue. It was really good. I had a lot of fun playing it. It keeps that season 1 through humor of SpongeBob we all know. Even though a lot of people don't like the PC games of SpongeBob, I really love it. It's out of all the PC games, definitely my favorite. Next up is SpongeBob Squarepants movie game. Now, guys, this game, I really liked it. It's pretty nice sequel to it was a kind of like sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom in some ways. Some ways due to mechanics and the way how things work. But I really did like this game. It was really good. And it just did really well. I mean, I don't think this game was as good as Battle for Bikini Bottom. But still, this game was really good. Unfortunately, though, this game, it was a bit repetitive, in my opinion. Most of the game's tokens are really repetitive. There's your time challenges, ring challenges, combat arenas, floating block challenges, SpongeBob arenas. And there's just a lot of repetitiveness, and none of the Goofy Goober tokens felt like most of them, they just felt as if it was copied. And it was shorter then it was only 68 Goofy Goober tokens instead of 100 golden spatulas in Battle for Bikini Bottom. In Battle for Bikini Bottom, the way how we got golden spatulas, each one of them was unique and different. Like we may be going and destroying lasers here one time, and then we go and try to beat somebody's time downhill the next, or go try to find some crystals in a cave, or go bungee hooking into a lake to get a spatula. Well, I mean, it was just really diverse of how we could get the spatulas. Here in the movie game, it just kind of feels as if it was a bit repetitive. Overall, this game, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Alrighty, next up on our list will be Hero Pants. If you thought we were just going to forget Plankton's Robotic Revenge and Hero Pants, we were just gonna forget them because they were that bad, and we were just gonna forget them in the past or not include them, well, you were wrong. Hero Pants was a really fun game. I remember playing that on my Xbox in 2015 around Christmas time when I got it. It was a really fun game to play through. I remember playing it a lot with my parents, my grandparents, and my friends. I remember playing through this game. It was nice platforming. It was really nice. It was a really good game. I really liked collecting all the pages. I really had a fun time playing this with my friends. I just thought the game was really fun. A lot of people say it was kind of boring, but despite that, I do think it was pretty good despite how linear it was and the graphics and the glitches. I still do think it was a pretty good game. Next on our list is Plankton's Robotic Revenge. Alright guys, this game was really good. I had a lot of fun time playing it. Plankton's Robotic Revenge was really cool. I had a really fun time playing it growing up. I remember I used to play the game full times through, like almost 3 or 4 times a week. I'd play it. I remember playing it along with my parents and my grandparents and by myself. This game was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It was really fun. I mean, I do think Plankton's Robotic Revenge is better than Fortnite as almost like a shooter game. Fortnite sucks, but the Plankton's Robotic Revenge is a nice kind of like shooter SpongeBob game almost. Nice kid-friendly shooter SpongeBob game. And it was really nice. I really enjoyed it, playing through it multiple times. I have a lot of memories with this game. Okay guys, we're in the top 5 now. At number 5 is the SpongeBob Squarepants movie game, Reabsorbed. This is being made by No Life 4. Although we have not seen much gameplay of it and it is still being in development, I do think what's gonna come out of this project will be pretty good. It's almost like we have THQ Nordic coming in here and recreating the entire game. We have not seen that much. I mean, we've seen a trailer of it, but it showed no gameplay. We've seen no gameplay of it. We just have seen like fly-throughs of the levels, at least of this No Cheese and of Unready Depression. So I can't wait to see this come out. I can't wait to see what No Life will be doing with it. But yeah, this is going to be my number 5 game. I can't wait to see what it turns out to be. Number 4 is Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated was such a good remake to Battle for Bikini Bottom. I had a lot of fun time enjoying and playing it back when it came out. Back when it came out in 2020. This game saved quarantine. My quarantine would have been super, super boring if it weren't for this game. This game gave me something to look forward to during the quarantine. My quarantine would have been the most boring time of my life, but Rehydrated saved it. Rehydrated has been a big part in what I've known. Without Rehydrated, I wouldn't know people like Blue Knight. I wouldn't know Riders DX. I wouldn't know Shift. I wouldn't get to know this SpongeBob community, this SpongeBob gaming community that we know and love. I wouldn't even know people like Zach Pack or Sheriff the Great or CNB Extra. I wouldn't be able to know these people, well, if it weren't for this game. I wouldn't have get to know. So yeah. Number 3 is Bikini Bottom Tales. Bikini Bottom Tales is, from what I've seen, been really good of what No Life has been developing. It's very creative. It's very open world. It has a lot of levels in it. It's going to have multiple chapters. This game is looking pretty good. In fact, by the time you're seeing this video, you should be seeing that he did uploaded a video showing off Chuck, and he also did post the community post showing off Mr. Krabs model. But anyway, this game has been turning out looking really well. The graphics are pretty well. Mechanics, it's looking like it's going to be a good mod. It's something good, original, creative. Slice Interactive, you've done a good job. Can't wait to see what it is to come out. Next up is Battle for Bikini Bottom at number 2. Battle for Bikini Bottom has always been some very memorable SpongeBob game. Of all the video games I'll play in my life, this one will probably be the most memorable and will always stick with me. It will always stick with me no matter what. Probably the same with a lot of other people in the community. Even though I grew up way after its release, I played it like around when it was 11 years old. I am, like, when I mean 11 years old, I mean, like, when the game was released. I started playing this when the game was only 11 years old. So I probably started playing this game back in 2014. Spent a lot of good times playing this game, bad times, but guys, this game is really good. I've had a lot of memories playing this on my PS2, and just playing through the game a lot as I was a kid. You will be getting to see a walkthrough of the original game on the PS2, probably coming up around winter break. So yeah, you'll get to see that. And also, guys, you will get to see more speedruns of this game on my Xbox, hopefully soon. I have done one speedrun on my Xbox, but I couldn't upload it because I ran out of data storage. But you'll definitely see more. Once I can slim my time down and I can keep it within my iPad storage, then you know I'm going to start speedrunning this game and start giving you some nice Battle for Bikini Bottom of the original game content. Alright guys, at number 1. If you guys didn't think Battle for Bikini Bottom would be number 1, then what is it going to be, guys? Is it going to be Operation Krabby Patty somehow? Is it going to be 90 Nightmare? Is it going to be Legend of the Lost Spatula? Oh, I'm wondering what it's going to be. It's Battle for Bikini Bottom Deluxe. Battle for Bikini Bottom Deluxe is a mod of Battle for Bikini Bottom. That probably just adds more. I really love this mod. I really wish I could get a GameCube and play this. This mod looks fun. And guys, let me remind you that there's so much in this game that they've only revealed only 107 or 108 spatulas and there's still 92 other spatulas, 92 or 93 other spatulas that haven't been revealed. This mod is crazy. It has a lot of added content and reincorporates stuff like from Revenge of the Flying Dutchman with the Krabby Patty mission that you have to do. Guys, this will be interesting. I can't wait to see how this game will turn out. This is one of my favorite SpongeBob games. I think you guys been knowing if you've been around on the channel for long enough, you've probably been able to see some videos on the mod starting to be made. Of videos I'm making on the mod. Hopefully Gravity can upload a video by tomorrow and we can do another one of those videos. But alright guys, that was a really long video. So bye guys, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.